Hello, today we're going to talk about cash discounts and credit terms. And there's a lot of different things to learn in this lesson, so it's going to be kind of a long one, I think. Here's an invoice again. We had this on the previous lesson, and it says, notice that if you pay the bill early, you receive a 19-cent discount. Now this was a pretty small bill, so that's why it's such a small amount. But basically it says the due date was 7/26/17. The date of the invoice was 6/24/17, and a prompt pay discount. So basically, a lot of times you're going to be given an incentive to pay your invoice early, right? So, or pay it quickly. That would be what it is. Pay it quickly. And if you do that, then you get a discount. Okay. Terms of sale. This is criteria on your invoice, and it can include the credit period, the cash discount, the discount period, and freight terms. There's a lot of information, and it's written in a certain way, and we'll talk about that as we go. The credit period is how much time you have to pay the invoice. Okay, so if we're talking about the end of the credit period, we're talking about when do you have to get this thing paid. The cash discount, it is a reduction on your invoice, right? So if you pay within a specified time called the discount period, then you're going to get a cash discount. And we don't take the cash discount on freight, return goods, sales tax, or trade discount. So a trade discount is a separate thing from your cash discount. Okay, you can always pause and look at these closer, definitely, as I'm running through them, right? A cash discount is for prompt payment. A trade discount is not. So the trade discount is just like a courtesy discount that is given whenever you order something. The cash discount is to get you to pay your invoice quickly. The discount period, this is how much time you get to take advantage of a cash discount. So there's a certain length of time. Maybe it's 10 days, maybe it's 15 days. So if you pay it within the 10 days or the 15 days or whatever it might be, you get this nice cash discount. Trade discounts should be taken before cash discounts. And so usually the trade discount is taken on the invoice as you're calculating the invoice, and then the cash discount is taken off of the invoice amount, not including freight and some other things, of course. Okay, so more information about this. It's one of those things that you have to just kind of wrap your head around. So let's say our credit period's from March 1st to March 31st. That just means you're required to pay the bill by the end of that credit period, which is March 31st. And then the discount period, remember I said it might be about 10 days or 15 days. If you pay within the discount period, then you're going to pay by March 10th because you have about 10 days then. So you get that cash discount if you pay within the discount period. All right. So this is where we're going to start using our financial calculator, and we're going to use this for the date function. In your book, you'll see this thing where you can count with a calendar and everything, and it is nice to know how many days are in a month because of some of the things we do with this, but I want you guys to learn how to use the financial calculator to do the date figuring. Anytime we need to know an ending date, or we need to know the days in between dates, we can use our calculator for that with just a few presses of some buttons, which makes it nice. And so right here I have it written out. Notice the word date above the 1 key right here. And so to get to the date function, you simply press the second, right, this yellow key. You press a second and then 1, and that accesses the date function. So I want you to do that on your calculator. Go ahead and do that. Press second, 1, and then push the up and down arrows, which are these, and you'll see different screens. One screen says DT1, and that's your beginning date. DT2 is your ending date. DBD's days between dates. And then ACT we don't use, and I don't know what I don't even know what it's for because I've never looked at what it's for. Now I have that written out on the next screen, right? DT1 beginning date, DT2 ending date, DVD days between dates. Now we're going to do a little bit of practice because you guys, you've just got to practice this and you have to remember where it's located so that you know how to access it. To enter a date, we use this format. We put in the month of the year. So in this case, it's 12, so December, and then the decimal, and then the day. So this is the month. This is the day. And this is the year. Right? So the month first, decimal point, we have to have 2 digits for the day and 2 digits for the year. So if it was like the second of the month, you would have to put 0.02. Okay, so I want you to scroll to DT1 and type in the date that I just showed you above, and that's exactly how you put it on your calculator. So when you're on the screen that says DT1, the only way you can change the date that's on that screen is to put in a new date. So that's what we're going to do. So to put it on, you basically type in, right, 12.2520, and then you press enter. And then you look at your screen and see if it looks like this, right? That's what it should look like now on your, well, I mean, it's a little more spread out, but it's going to say DT1 equals 12-25-20. And that's just how the formatting is going to look on your screen once you have a date in there. Now, I want you to scroll down with your down arrow key, find DVD, and then put this on your screen, put 60 on your screen, and then push enter. And then whenever you do that, when you push enter, you'll just see that number on your screen, right? Also, once you've pushed enter, you'll see a little triangle, sideways triangle above the number showing that you entered that number. A lot of times students will get on the screen, they'll put the number on there and they'll forget to push enter, and then it doesn't stay, right? So if you just say you type it in and then you scroll to the next screen and you come back, oh, where'd my number go? And it's gone. So you have to be careful with that. So to find the ending date, then we scroll to DT2 and we press compute. When we press compute, right, get on that screen, it doesn't matter what's on there. When you press compute, then it's going to change based on the information you just put in. And here is what you should see on your screen, because we did 60 days from December 25th, and we're at February 23rd, and that should make sense, right? Because that's almost exactly 2 months later, given the number of days in a month, that would make sense. Okay, so we're going to do a little practice. So I'm just going to lead you through some of these and let you practice. Don't forget to pause and you know, give yourself a chance to put these in yourself. Okay, so we're going to calculate 45 days from September 24th, 2021. By the way, anytime they don't give you a year, just go ahead and use the current year. The only time that could be a problem is if you're calculating something in February where there's a leap year, or your calculator will do that for you, but you could be off a day, you know, if you're not using the right year. So sometimes they don't give you the year and you just have to come up with the year for yourself. Okay, so DT1, September 24th, September's the 9th month. And that's another thing, you might have to count those up a little bit to make sure that you know what month it is. The day is 24, the year is 21. Type that onto DT1. Don't forget to push your enter key, right? And then it's going to look like this on your screen, right? On DVD, we're going to put in 45, put that on your screen, push enter. And then last, we are going to compute DT2, and then you will see the date, right? That is 45 days after September 24th, and that is 11/8/21. All right. Now, once again, you can pause, you can go back, you can make sure that you're understanding. The next one is we're going to do what date is 90 days from after November 5th, 2020. So on DT1, we're going to put November 5th. We have to put a 0 before the 5 because we need 2 digits, and then a 20, and then enter. Once you've pushed enter, remember it should look like this on your screen. I don't remember if it puts in, let me look at that. Yeah, it does put in a 05 actually on your screen when it shows that date too. Then on DBD, we're going to type in 90 and push enter. And then last we compute DT2, and that's going to give us a date 90 days after November. And look at this, we are in the month of February in 2021. So you guys, you have to follow this guidance exactly. Your book has some examples of this too. Just ignore the parts where they're trying to have you do it and count with counting. Just use your calculators. That's the best way. Okay, we have a couple more to practice. The number of days between May 21st and August 23rd. So we're going to figure a little bit different. Notice we're going to compute days between dates this time. Okay, so May is the 5th month. So 5.21212121, yes, and push enter. And then our ending date is in August, so August is the 8th month. 2321. I think what I did here was the end of the spring semester to the beginning of the fall semester. How many days were there? I thought that would be interesting to compute. So once you've got both of these in there, then you just scroll to your DBD screen, and when you're on that screen, it'll have some number there. That's fine. Push compute, and you will see 94 days. All right. Now last, I'm just having you, I said just for fun, I wanted you to know that you can do this. So if I know my ending date and the number of days between the dates, I can compute DT1. So my ending date is going to be February 14th of 2021. So you put that on DT2, right? Because we're going to put the ending date in. Our days between dates, 1095. I guess I could have put a comma there. Anyway. And then scroll to DT1, push compute. And you'll see that we have a date. I have a lot of February dates. That's funny. So February 15th of 2018. Now, sometimes whenever you're computing different things, it will also show you the date of the week, which I think is kind of cool too. All right, we're almost probably time to stop. Okay, so we're going to pick up right here on the next video. I'm going to stop this one and then start a new one, and we'll continue.